Faced with fewer cars on our roads and fewer people out and about, staff at the North West Air Ambulance Service charity have found they've more time on their hands than usual. So they've teamed up with our regular ambulance service to give them some much needed extra support. Tim Scott has more details.
Operating from bases in Blackpool and Barton in Greater Manchester, the North West Air Ambulance charity operates 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Since the lockdown, though, with fewer cars on the roads and people staying at home, they've seen a fall in the number of call-outs. So now some of the team's paramedics have turned their hands to ambulance work instead.
We've come up with a transfer vehicle that would be transferring the most critical ill patients in the North West that have tested positive for COVID-19 from hospital to hospital.
The vehicle has been supplied by the North West Ambulance Service for the air ambulance paramedics to use. The scheme means that space is freed up in hospitals and regular NHS staff don't now have to sit with the patient in the ambulance themselves.
So if one hospital is nearing capacity and another hospital has slightly more capacity, we'll be able to transport these patients to that hospital, therefore freeing up some capacity at the original hospital. This is the ambulance that we're using to carry out the transfers from hospital to hospital. We carry all our equipment on this ambulance. This is the ventilator that we're actually using, and it's compatible with most hospital ventilators. That enables us to take the patient straight off the hospital ventilator onto our ventilator, leaving the ventilator at hospital for other patients that may require it.
The ambulance is also supported by a car carrying extra equipment should the need arise. They're driven by volunteers who give their free time to the Air Ambulance charity. The scheme then is a great example of how our emergency services are working together during this difficult time. Tim Scott, ITV News, Manchester.
And added to that, more than £16,000 has been raised for the ambulance service by the remarkable efforts of a woman from Greater Manchester. This is Wyn Page. She's marked her 100th birthday by walking 100 lengths of her driveway for charity. She says she was inspired by Captain Tom Morgan. Well done to Wyn Page. Certainly puts my small walk this morning into perspective. Sport now. Manchester United have been given the go-ahead to try